Before entering the classroom full-time, she was an award-winning public relations, journalism, and marketing professional with over 15 years of industry experience. The skilled writer and editor has worked for several traditional and digital platforms, including the Advocate newspaper in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, as well as Patch Media and Examiner.com. One of her most rewarding experiences has been serving as chief publicist for the historical Huey P. Long Bridge widening project in New Orleans after Hurricane Katrina. During the project, she planned events with several high-profile politicians, including Louisiana's first female governor, Kathleen Bobbineau Blanco. Dunn Square has worked with a host of corporate businesses, building public relations and strategic communication plans. She is a member of several professional organizations, including the National Association of Black Journalists, Baltimore Association of Black Journalists, and the Maryland Communication Association. Recently, she was awarded the inaugural Distinguishment Achievement in Teaching Award from Bowie State's Office of the President. She was also selected as an Outstanding Young Faculty Awardee for the College of Arts and Sciences. Throughout her career, she earned awards from other organizations such as Louisiana Press Association, Women in Media, World Road Association, PARC, and the Press Club of New Orleans. Dunn Square is the author of a new textbook titled A Practical Guide to Social Media through Kendall Hunt Publishing Company. The book is designed to be a one-stop resource on how to integrate social media and public relations successfully. Dunn Square has a Bachelor of Arts in Mass Communications from Southern University and A&M College, and a Master of Arts in Organizational Communication from Bowie State University. That's where we met. And currently she is pursuing a PhD in higher education leadership for changing populations at Notre Dame of Maryland University. So without further ado, students, inductees, faculty, and colleagues, I'm sure that you're going to have a wonderful word from Professor Talisha Dunn Square. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, Crystal. I like Valerie. She's like, yay. Well, hello. I hope everyone is staying safe during these uncertain times. And I am honored to serve as your keynote speaker today. And I would like to congratulate the initiates of the Beta Zeta chapter of Sigma Chi Eta. I am the advisor for Lambda Pi Eta. So when you get ready to get your bachelor's degree, come to Bowie, and then you can be under me for Lambda Pi Eta. So I'll be looking forward to you guys coming over. Becoming a member of this elite organization says a lot about your commitment to the field of communications and academics. So hats off to you all for a job well done. But today, I want you to think about your future in the communications field. We have so much to offer, but you must have a clear plan about how you want your degree to work for you. As you have figured out by now, communications isn't an easy course of study at all. Just because we're not engineering majors and we're not chemists, it doesn't mean that what we do isn't important. You can find countless of opportunities, whether online or just out and about, when you think, man, they need a communications professional. And that ad was tone deaf. And my favorite, whose idea is this? Crystal and I, we go back and forth on social media, because every semester we say, we have like 5 or more case studies that we can pull from every semester. It never fails. So your degree can take you far. And this is where we come in. We come in to save the day. So I'm going to share my screen with you. So let's talk about real calm talk. So what's next? We'll talk about a few things. Your career opportunities, some of the top skills that you need to have, keys to communications career success, and then we'll have a Q&A if time permits. So career opportunities. What can I do with my degree? So a lot of times when you think about communications, you think about the traditional jobs: TV reporter, producer, newspaper writer, advertising. But the great thing is about communications, especially now, we're not married to just traditional media. We have digital opportunities, opportunities in education, and of course, everybody needs a communications professional, whether they want to admit it or not. So we are valued and needed. So I have the top 10 jobs that you could possibly go into. Public relations specialist, I happen to be a little partial to that because that is my field of study. And the reason why we make good PR professionals is because we know how to think strategically. We know how to read the audience. And besides, we know how to write the press releases, organize press conferences and events, and then we have the power to convince the media about the organization's journalistic merit. So we are the ones who are making sure that companies and brands are getting the publicity that they need to turn that into sales. There's the meeting and event planner. So for the really creative people who love to just go all out and plan things, be very strategic, and to package events in a certain way, this job is for you. You have to be very detail oriented and have organizational skills. You cannot let things fall through the crack. You have to have a plan to back up the plan to back up the plan in this particular career choice. And then how many of you guys get these emails or robocalls from your universities? Donate. $25 is all you need to help us out. Well, the college and alumni and development donors, officers, they are communications professionals, maybe marketing and business, but a lot of them are communications professionals. So if you have an interest, especially in your university, and if a job comes available, that could be something that you can venture off into. And then media planners. And so these are the people who strategically place the advertising and marketing on TV, radio programs, websites, magazines, and newspaper articles. Media planners also tap into their presentation skills and writing skills, because a lot of times you will have to pitch your ideas to professionals. And another one of my favorites, social media planner. Now, back when I got my undergraduate degree, it wasn't a thing. You know, we had the chat rooms, you know, we were still using dial-up. By the time I graduated, we had the fast access DSL. I'm sorry, I'm dating myself, but it's true. We did not have those things. So imagine me a few years later, and I'm like, whoa, okay, so this is new. And then here comes MySpace. And I remember when MySpace was popular, it took me at least a year or two to even get on there. I'm like, I'm not sharing my business. This is stupid. Why are people changing their walls? Why do they have music playing? And I'm like, this is gonna go away. Nobody's gonna take this serious. I'm glad I didn't bet any money on that, because I would have lost terribly. Social media planners or strategists is the way to go. The average salary for people coming out of school nationwide is about $60,000 to $65,000. And that's not too shabby for someone who's beginning. And then you have your human resources specialists. And these are the people who work with the human resources department, and they do a lot of the internal communications. So your audience will be the people within your company. So that's doing employee newsletters, working together on employee manuals, you know, and even you may have some say so in hiring practices as well. Health educator. I can imagine now with COVID-19, they are extremely busy right now. And these are the people who are responsible, especially the ones at the CDC, to make sure that we're getting the correct information about the COVID-19, because as we've seen, it's so much information out there. And you see on social media, people just spreading things that aren't, you know, it's not true. So to have a part in making sure people get the best information about health-related issues, health education is the way to go. Brand managers, PR, advertising, is kind of a hodgepodge of everything. And these people, they actually worry about what the public is thinking about a company or a brand or just a person. And their job is to craft that person's message. And finally, sales representative. So you might not think about that as a job as a communications person, but yes, you can build a lucrative career in sales. I did it for radio, probably about 2 years out of school. Wasn't for me, but it may be for you. So, gotta have the skills. What are employers looking for in comm majors? So according to the Princeton Review, there are 3 skills that all communications majors must have. They want to know that when they're hiring you, that they have a media and marketing expert. Do you know how to critically think about the different forms of media? What about the underlying messages? That's where we come in. You are a practiced and persuasive public speaker. And I know when people hear public speaking, it's like, I hate it. I'm an introvert. I don't like to talk to people, da, da, da. Well, guess what? You're looking at an introvert right here. Believe it or not. Crystal too, yeah. And it takes a lot for me to even to do this. But I do it because I know it's a part of my job. And number 2, I love to talk about anything communications. And number 3, sometimes you have to force yourself to become the better person, to hone your skills and to become a better person. And number 3, have strong quantitative and qualitative research skills. You can build a job alone if you know how to get the research, if you know how to crank out those numbers, especially at advertising firms and PR firms. There are some people, their sole job is to find research to give to the PR specialist so they can get that account. And Professor Dunn squares 6 keys to comm career success. So you guys want to write these things down. I'm just joking. Seek an internship opportunity. You guys are in a unique position because now you are a student and people want to work with you. Once you graduate, whether it's 2-year, 4-year degree, guess what? You become the competition and people aren't so nice. And I'm just being honest. So take this time now and develop these relationships and get as many internships as you can. By the time I left undergrad, I left with 3. I was only required to have 1. And the reason why I did that was because I had a teacher tell me before I graduated high school, don't wait until your junior, senior year to get an internship. Start now. And I'm like, well, I don't really have it. Start now, and write for different publications. It doesn't matter if you want to be in broadcasting or whatever, make sure you hone your writing skills. And that leads me to write, and write some more. Because 80% of the time, communications professionals, we write everything. Whether it's a PR plan, whether it's a press release, whether you're just jotting down, some notes, we're always writing something. We're writing speeches. So if your writing skills are great, you can write your ticket to almost any one of those fields or jobs that I just talked about. Join communications organizations. So you guys have done that. You're doing Sigma Chi Eta. Think about the professional one. So if you want to go into PR, go into PRSA. Then there's the National Communications Association, which is the parent of Sigma Chi Eta and Lambda Pi Eta. So you want to join things like that. There's the National Association of Black Journalists, the Business Communications Association. So you have all types of organizations out there. And then find a mentor. Find someone who's in the field that you're interested in and reach out to them. That can be very helpful in the future. And no more than what you're taught in the classroom. It is not possible for us to give you everything in 16 weeks. And that's where self-learning comes in. We have this big internet here. There's millions of courses. Right now, Harvard is offering free courses. You can get a certificate from Harvard. Go for it. And it's free, it doesn't cost you anything. Normally they would charge for that. And so earn a certificate in social media. That's another skill that you can have under your belt. So communications goes far beyond the classroom, and it's ever changing. And so we have to stay on top of the trends. That's the most important thing. Because like I said, back then I was like, oh, social media, whatever. It's here and it's here to stay. And it's constantly evolving. And finally, brand yourself. And when you think about a brand, you think about Nike. Just do it. You guys think about Starbucks, the green mermaid. I think she's a mermaid. I think. You think about McDonald's, the golden arches. And you're like, well, you know, I'm not that. Yes, you are. Because the skill sets that you have and the things that you need to do to brand yourself is very, very simple. And so I have just one more slide and then I can take a few questions. So branding on a budget. So you're a student, you're like, I don't have any money, I have to buy all these books. I have bills, I have cell phone bills, but you can brand yourself with practically $0, okay? You can go to a free logo site and just get a preliminary logo for yourself. It can be your name, which that's what I would choose for right now. You can build your own website through Wix.com. That's my favorite. Social media. If anything else, make sure that you have LinkedIn. If you do not have a LinkedIn account, I want you to, once this is done, I want you to start it today. It doesn't matter if you don't have a lot of experience in the field yet, but at least have that presence out there. Because when people are looking to hire you, they're going to Google you. They're going to look at your Facebook, make sure you scrub that, clean that up. And they're going to make sure that they're going to check your LinkedIn. And then develop your elevator speech. And so the elevator speech or pitch is about a 30-second to 2-minute speech that's designed that you can give, like you're pretending, if you're in the elevator with Bill Gates and you know he's hiring for a new marketing person, how are you going to sell yourself within that 30 seconds? So start working on that. And then of course, your press kit and your, or it's called an individual marketing kit. Yes, you can have one of those. And so as you're building your portfolio, you can put this thing together. Yours may only be 1 or 2 pages for right now. You might have an individual marketing sheet, but that's okay. As you're building your clips and the organizations that you're a part of, make sure that you keep that stuff in one spot and then lay it out really nicely. And you can have that. It can be used as a supplemental document with your resume. And also it's a great thing to have to leave after an interview. So when people are thinking about, you know, like, okay, who are we going to bring in for the second round? Or, okay, which candidate do we really like? Who should we hire? They'll have that piece of paper in front of them, and then they can go back and it's like, okay, yeah, I remember this about this person. So these are just a few little tidbits that I want to give you to make sure that you are successful in your job search. So if time permits, I can take a few questions. And I'll stop sharing the screen. Okay, I don't see any.
I have a question.
Okay.
Okay. For you personally, what is your favorite part of your job? What do you like the most? What do you feel the most prepared for? And what, makes your day shine in the field?
Well, right now, since I am full-time education now, it's just being with my students and just pouring into them what I know. That is what makes my day go just wonderfully, and they're very receptive. And anytime I can talk to anybody about public relations, I can talk to you, tell you blue in the face, And it's been, the communications field has been great to me. I wouldn't change anything about how my career has gone. It has this, those ups and downs and ebbs and flows, but I'm here, and I ended up being a teacher. And I had my aunt who was a teacher. She told me that this is your calling, and I ran away from it forever, like 15 years. And then I went to grad school, and I was a grad assistant, and then I loved it. But I just never thought I would end up full time, and I'm here, and I love it.
So what you're saying is that we are making you shine today.
Yes, I appreciate you all tuning in. Oh, Rachel said, I ran away from teaching too. Funny how that works. Yep, it follows you. It grabs you like, we need you here. Any other questions?
Hi, hello.
Hello.
My name is Amr.
Hi, Amr.
So I'm actually currently at the University of Maryland, and so they offered a combined program for bachelor's degree and a master's program, both in communications. So I'm a communication student, and my question is to you: would you prefer a student to advance all the way to master's, or take a pause and get some experience and then do your master's?
The best advice I've ever gotten was to take a pause and get some work experience. But if they're offering you like money and, a nice, package, I'm not going to tell you to turn that down. But maybe you can find like a part-time job in the field. They're available, and you can kind of work on both if you can. It's going to be a lot because school is a lot and working is a lot. But I had an internship. I had the advisor tell me that, okay, looks like school comes easy for you. You love it. I advise you to, get your master's, but not right now. Graduate, get about 4 years of experience, and then come back. And so I ended up getting about maybe 8, and then I started working on my master's. Okay, but everybody's walk is different, and you have to do what you have to do, because if they're offering you a full ride and everything, I'm not going to tell you to turn it down, because that's fantastic. But find a way to keep yourself out there, work on your website. Maybe you might want to start blogging about something, blog about your life, working and working on both your bachelor's and your master's at the same time. That's a lot. And so that can help a lot of people who are doing the same thing.
All right, if there are no more questions, I would like to turn this over to the lighting ceremony with Natasha Wright and Tredelyn Fullerton.
Hello, everybody. My name is Natasha Wright. I know some of you, but it's nice to meet the rest of you. And I am the chapter president. Every year, Sigma Chi Eta inducts and rewards outstanding students, scholars in communications. Once inducted, a student is a member for life and is expected to always strive for excellence in all that they do. The Greek letters Sigma, Chi, and Eta represent students in communications with honors. Our candle lighting ceremony will further describe the meaning of each letter. Please light the first candle. Students are at the heart of our chapter here at Howard Community College. The student whom we honor this evening has demonstrated, through their commitment and high level of academic achievement, that they are deserving of a membership in Sigma Chi Eta.
Hello, everyone. My name is Trevelyn Fullerton. I am the chapter vice president. Students in communication. The student we are honoring has indicated that he understands and values the study of human communications. This student has committed to applying their academic knowledge in communications to the betterment of himself, the organization in why they partake, and campus and local communities. Please light the second candle.
Please light the final candle. Student in communication with honors. The student we pay tribute to this evening has performed honorably. They have prioritized academic excellence by not only meeting, but surpassing the society's eligibility requirements. Our new inductee can proudly wear the lapel pins they receive as an indication of their membership in Sigma Chi Eta and their significant achievements.
The membership of Sigma Chi Eta is composed of students who have an interest in the field of communication at Howard Community College and who have achieved a high level of academic excellence. To be eligible for membership, students must have completed 12 semester credit hours, have a cumulative GPA of at least 3.0, and have completed the equivalent of 9 semester credit hours in communication, and have a minimum GPA of 3.25 in those courses. Lastly, they must be currently enrolled as a student in good standing. The following inductee has met and or exceeded those standards and is being recognized for his academic excellence and commitment to the field of communication. Adam Leatherman is honored and excited to join the Beta Zeta chapter of Sigma Chi Eta. A proud lifelong learner, Adam is no stranger to Howard Community College. He graduated in 2012 with degrees in business administration and general studies before transferring to Towson University. He has worked in various roles in higher education, ranging from supporting fundraising and alumni relations to public relations and marketing. He is currently working towards degrees in communications, business management, and office technology. Natasha will give us the pledge, and Adam, you would have to repeat after her.
Inductee, please repeat after me. I accept the challenge.
I accept the challenge
To maintain the high academic
to maintain the high academic
and leadership standards
and leadership standards
set forth by the organization
set forth by the organization
and to serve as example
and to serve as an example
for the achievement of excellence
for the achievement of excellence
in the field of communications.
in the field of communication.
I promise to work towards
I promise to work towards
the achievement of the goals
the achievement of the goals
set down by the national policies and procedures
the national policies and procedures
of Sigma Chi Eta.
of Sigma Chi Eta.
Will the faculty, administration, family members, and friends please join me in a virtual celebration by posting messages of congratulations to our new member of the Beta Zeta chapter of Sigma Chi Eta, Spring 2020 class.
Congratulations, Adam.
Congratulations.
Thank you, everyone. On behalf of the Beta Zeta chapter, I'd like to thank Professor Dunsquare for taking the time to celebrate with us this afternoon and for providing our keynote address. Thank you for this opportunity to learn from your experience. And as a token of our appreciation, we'd like to present you with a gift card to Sephora.
I'd like to thank the Academy. Crystal knows I love Sephora. She must have told you guys. Thank you so much. I had a wonderful time, and thank you so much for having me. And should you guys need anything from me, I'll give my information to Crystal, and you guys can reach out to me via email if you need, you run into any brick walls or anything. I'm here for you.
And now, Crystal, Professor Walker will close us out.
Again, thank you all so very much for taking this time to celebrate Adam and his achievements. We know that this semester has not been the semester that any of us have planned